Today in VR, I'm going to be talking about all the brand new stuff coming in this next update. I'm going to be talking about all the brand new leaks that Dominate talked about in his last Q&A. And some of the stuff include the new AURASAURUS dinosaur, the brand new Creator Cave, Cow Canyon, and so much more. So make sure you watch till the end because you do not want to miss any of this. Before we begin, please make sure to like and subscribe because I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month, and we're actually really close, so I think we can do it. Also, at 1,000 subscribers, I'm doing a massive giveaway, so subscribe because you do not want to miss that. Now let me tell you about the first leaks in this new update and a bunch of stuff that Dominate talked about. And so first, he did actually talk about stuff up here in the Creator Cave. So there's gonna be a new AURASAURUS dino, and to get it, it's a free dino, but you can only get it after completing a challenge or something like that. So there's gonna be brand new Creator Cave. This is the Creator Cave. There's gonna be a brand new tunnel and stuff all over there. I'll show you some images and videos about it in the Q&A in a second. But there's gonna be a bunch of stuff right here, and inside there's a community challenge. So if everybody kills 100,000 chickens or 100,000 pigs or something, it'll open up and everybody can claim the AURASAURUS. And this, because of this and how long it takes, they think it's gonna take about a month to do the challenge every time. So this is gonna be the rarest dino in the game because you can't grind it. Also, I'm pretty sure there's something to get 250 nugs if you just do happy. I haven't gotten that yet. Oh yeah, there you go, 250 nugs. So do happy at the whatever this is called, Discord code station, to get 250 free nugs. But anyways, this is gonna be the brand new Creator Cave area, and it's coming next week. And the AURASAURUS is kind of like a galaxy dino. That's what the mother's gonna look like. And the design is based on a fan image because they asked everybody to make fan art about a dinosaur called AURASAURUS, and they picked the winner based on what they want it to look like. And so that's what this is going to be based on. And that's just the first leak. And there's a lot more that he talked about, so let me get on to the next thing, which is actually going to be about PvP and when that's coming out and stuff, because they basically were saying that they tried to make the UGG community not toxic or anything, and they're trying to get rid of all the scamming at the trade table and everything like that. And so that's why Dominate said he's deciding whether to do the PvP update and how long it's gonna take to do it, because basically he's saying if he adds PvP, he thinks that there's gonna be a lot more toxic people or stuff like that, and that's not what he wants the UGG community to be. But if he does, the PvP is basically just gonna be, you gotta choose one dino and bring weapons into a thing, and it's gonna be a team battle. So you fight each other and whatnot, and if your dino dies, you can't revive it or anything, and just last person standing wins the PvP. But as I was saying, we don't really know when it's gonna be released and when he wants it to happen, because he doesn't want that for the UGG community, and he needs to figure out how to make it so it won't be like that. And another thing he was talking about that could happen pretty soon is the new UGG plushie. They were thinking about making that. They don't know when it will come out or if they will make it anytime soon, because they don't even have any more merch at all right now, so they don't really know on that. And another thing that's gonna be happening in a little while is over here at your hut, because he said there's gonna probably be stuff other than just dinos. So there's gonna be a cat and a dog that's at your base, and the dog's basically gonna go out and get bones for you as a utility guy, and the cat's gonna be at your base and do something else. And one more thing that he said about your base, it's kind of a lot, but another thing that he said is gonna be at your base, or that he's been trying to do for a while but just hasn't been able to, is a yard. So kind of like how these little nests are right here, but you'd place down your 3 main dinos and they'd be in a backyard right here. So right when you spawn, you can hop on them and ride around. And he wanted to do that pretty much since the game was released, but just never could because he was working on a bunch of other stuff with the game. And now, after all that stuff that I just talked about, I can finally tell you about the new cow map. And so the new cow map, it's going to be replacing the Pig Valley, as you guys all know, and it's going to be called Cow Canyon. And so Cow Canyon, it's going to be over here. It's going to be like a little maze thing. I'll show you a video exactly what it looks like again, but it's going to be basically, instead of this pig head, it's going to be a cow head, and it's going to kind of be a maze, and in the middle is going to be a huge little open area like this, and there's apples hanging from the ceiling and a big cow right there. And basically you just hit the apples into like the cow's mouth, called like Betsy or something, and you hit it into their mouth, and once you hit like all 8 apples or something into the cow's mouth, it drops like a bunch of loot. So it's not going to be like any actual boss fight or anything, it's just going to be like a chill little area. And there's going to be, of course, cows, like you've all already seen, replacing these pigs, and they're basically going to be like pretty big size, like double the size of the pigs, like that big or something like that. I'll show you all the images and stuff in a second. And also there's going to be a brand new Grugadon alpha in the cow area as well, like over here or something like that. It's in the video you kind of get to see all of it, but that's what they're adding for the new cow map. And it's going to be kind of cool because it's basically just a maze. You get to explore the area, and you can knock around the apples, hit it into the cow's mouth. It's basically, he wants it to be just more chill and fun rather than like full attacking. And also, he also said that the dinos, they're gonna get like buffed and stuff, so there's not a bunch of this like trash dinos. So some of the tanks and hunters are gonna do more damage or have more health. So they're not all just like horrible dinos. And he said he's gonna more buff them rather than nerf them, because he just wants them to be like all even, and there's not one dino that's gonna be super horrible. But yeah, he's just gonna make it so every dino. Let me also tell you about the brand new Swoop Claw fusion. And this is gonna be a fusion between the Swoop Jaw and the Razor Claw. And it's gonna be a flying dino, and you can actually see it right now inside of your index. If you open up your index, go down here. Oops, I clicked Swoop Jaw. And right here is the brand new Swoop Claw dino right here. And I'll kind of show you, like, there's a little bit of an area in the video about the AURASAURus, the one that I showed you earlier, that you can kind of see where the Swoop Claw looks like. You can't really see it like much, but I'll show you that right now on screen. And basically it's just gonna be like a feathery kind of flying dino, and that's what that's gonna be. And they're also planning to add a bunch more stuff over here, like a buy one get one free thing or something. So probably gonna be like the Dilophosaurus and some other kind of thing, but buy one get one free. And they were planning to add all of this next update, because they thought that this next update was when they were going to reach 250,000 reviews, but the UGG community basically just got there way before they expected. And so now we're at like 255,000 reviews, a whole like 5 days before the update ever happened. And another thing they're planning to do with this whole area right here, so instead of having there be 8 people in max in the lobby, they're trying to make it 10. And the reason they don't have it at like 10 or 12 right now is obviously because optimization. And that's also kind of a reason why they don't have the backyards too, because a lot of dinos kind of just really lags the game. That's why they also can only have like 3 maps, which is why Crystal Cave's closed and the Triskelly map closed and all this stuff, because they can only have like 3 maps. Otherwise it's super laggy, and they can't have any more like up to 12 players, because that'd be super laggy too. So basically the optimized player count they think is about 10, and so they're gonna try and make it about 10 for what the lobby's gonna be. But basically if there's just a bunch of dinos in the lobby, it's kind of hard to like load it and all, and it wouldn't be as good. So that's why it's taking a while to do some of these updates. Oh yeah, so he also said March 12th, the flying map as well as the Magmadon are going to be leaving UGG VR, except of course this is going to change into that like whatever it was, the flying dino dragon thing that everybody was saying. But the Magmadon will be leaving March 12th, which I think is the first time that the Magmadon has like actually ever left, or the lava map has ever been like really changed. And then the flying dino app will also be leaving, so They were also talking about, of course, I already said they're gonna buff a bunch of dinos and make them all more even. What they're trying to do is make the dinos more usable, basically. Because right now, basically, all anybody does to fight is buys a ranged weapon, sits on their dino, and shoots. So they're trying to make it so that you can actually fight with your dino. Oh, and I just remembered, actually, a really big thing about dino training that they're going to try and add to the game. And it's going to be that every single dino is just going to have an ability that you can train them to do. And you can train, like, any dino to roar or roll over and do a bunch of tricks, and that's going to be a really cool thing. But you can also train specific dinos, like this Dilophosaurus. You can train him to spit acid like no other dino can. Or you can train the Magnodon to spit fire, the Cryodon to spit ice, and stuff like that. And there's just going to be an ability for every single dino, and I think that's going to be a really cool thing. I don't actually know when they're adding that, or any of the other stuff other than what's coming out this next week. But it's a whole lot, and it's just going to keep coming and coming. Also, kind of separate, but do any of you guys know when, like, the Bug Smasher beta testing program and the Firestarter program's opening back up? Like, people have applied 4 times and they've never gotten in. And it's just because there's so many applications, like, or over 3,000, and there's only 2 people looking at them. So it's kind of hard to look through all of the reviews and applications. So not many people can apply, and they're not going to accept everybody. Also, like right now, I'm pretty sure there's only like 100 beta testers in the program, which is kind of crazy. And then the Firestarter, of course, you should be accepted normally, I'm pretty sure, just like always if you post a single video. But they can't look at all those applications either, so you might not. And becoming a creator is going to be so much more helpful, especially when the brand new creator cave comes out. Because the AURASAURUS is not the only thing happening to this. There's going to be a bunch more stuff back here that they're like basically making this a whole new thing, and it's gonna be pretty crazy. And I think that stuff's gonna be like only creators can access it. Of course, everybody's gonna be able to access like the AURASAURUS, but only creators can access some other things over there. Like the creators can only access these belts and stuff like that, but there might be other stuff down there as well. And now that's pretty much all that they talked about during this last Q&A. So if you enjoyed or found this video helpful at all, please make sure to like and subscribe, because it really helps me out a lot. And of course, as I said at the start of the video, I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month. And I'm doing a giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. So please subscribe.